We've talked about what our parents carried. We've talked about what they suppressed. We've talked about what we inherited and how it shaped us. Now let's talk about something even more important: the patterns we inherited and how we begin to change them. In many survival shaped homes, success wasn't optional, it wasn't negotiable. Education, career, achievement. Because for families who had lost stability once, success became the only path back to safety. But when success becomes survival, it can start to define our worth. Healing begins when we separate our value from our achievements. In survival shaped homes, success isn't just career success, it's the whole package: marriage, a successful career, children, a home, and financial stability. And often, how it all looks from the outside, how the family is perceived, how stable everything appears, how successful the life looks. Because for families who had once lost everything, rebuilding a life that looked secure became incredibly important. But healing invites a different question. What does success actually look like to me? Not to the family, not to the community, but to me as an individual. For many children of parents who lived through displacement, success didn't just feel like an expectation. It felt connected to love. Love, approval, pride often felt strongest when we achieved something. Not necessarily because our parents didn't love us, but because in survival-shaped families, achievement often became the language of love. Part of healing is learning that love doesn't need to be earned. In many homes, emotions weren't openly discussed. Anger was discouraged, sadness was minimized, difficult feelings were pushed aside. Not because people didn't feel them, but because survival didn't leave space for emotional processing. Healing means learning to recognize our emotions instead of hiding them. Understanding these patterns isn't about blaming our parents. They were doing what they needed to do to rebuild stability. But patterns that helped one generation survive don't always help the next generation thrive. If we don't understand how it shaped us, the good, the bad, and the ugly, we'll just keep repeating them. But once we do, we finally get to choose what stays and what goes.